do I have some things to tell you about in today's video. Hey everybody, today I'm going to be talking about my favorite things from the month of February 2019. There's some planner related products, some non-planner related products. I think heavier on the non-planner related products this time, and I think part of that is because with Plan As You Go month, I use a lot of the same stuff over and over again because I have found that when I incorporate too much new shit into my Plan As You Go months, I struggle. And this time around, I didn't do that, and I think it's one of the reasons it was more successful for me. But I do want to tell you about some of the things that I have loved, and we're going to start with the non-planner related stuff because I like doing it that way. Some of you know that I have been getting more into my skincare this month. And the funny thing is I had a bug bite or something on my face and I had my husband take a picture of it with portrait mode with his phone so I could get a look at it because I can't see without my glasses. And I could see like the crevasses in my skin. And I was like, oh my God. As I have gotten further down the kidney disease rabbit hole, my medications have shifted and it has made my skin go bonkers. Like, I've always had oily skin. Now I still have super oily skin in parts of my face and dry as fuck parts in my face. And I'm 39, dude. I gotta take care of my stuff. So I have started doing some more skincare, and I promise you I will do a video on it at some point so you can kind of see skincare from somebody who has no idea what they're doing. I had a gift card for my birthday, plus I had a gift card from some friends, planner friends, who sent it to me as part of like a get well soon present. And so I used those together to buy two kind of pricey items from Sephora that I don't think I normally would have spent the money on, but they were things I had my eye on, no pun intended. And they're both in this video. The first one though that I'll talk about is this under eye cream from IT Cosmetics. It's the Bye Bye Under Eye Cream. Smooths, brightens, and depuffs. That's $48 for this little guy. That's not cheap, but I will tell you, this thing is so nice. Like, I just pat it right down here and right above here and let it kind of absorb in. And my dark circles, which I'm pretty sure are hereditary, my mom always had dark circles, my sister has dark circles, and I'm sure the not sleeping from kidney disease is part of it. Since I've started using it, I have noticed that they have not been as prominent. And I don't know if it's a placebo effect or what, but it feels really moisturizing and good, and I have noticed a difference, so I have been really enjoying this. But like I said, it is pricey. This is how much of it I've used so far, so not much, and I've had it for about 3 weeks. It doesn't really smell like much, but it feels really, really good, and you only need a little tiny bit, and it goes a long way. So yeah, IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Cream. I got it at Sephora, loving it. And the second item that I bought from Sephora is also a beauty item. This is something I've had my eye on for a while, but I just didn't want to spend the money, as it's $18 for a lip gloss, but it's the Fenty Universal, what's it called? Universal Lip Luminizer Gloss Bomb in the color Fenty Glow. This is so comfortable, you guys. Like, I have glosses from like NYX that people like rave about, and I hate them. And the reason I hate them is because when you go like this, like, it feels like strings of gloss are sticking to each other. And I love a lip gloss because, like everything else in my face, the diuretics I'm on suck my lips dry, and I have like lip oils and treatments that kind of help with that. But when I want something that's pretty, it's been hard to find something, and this gloss bomb is beautiful on its own or on top of something, and it feels really moisturizing and glossy. It looks glossy, but it's not sticky. It feels just good. I wear it on its own, and I actually am wearing it over something today, and I'll be talking about that next. It's a solid gloss that is gorgeous just in general. It's got kind of like gold shimmer in it, but it doesn't have like that chunky weird shimmer. It's just very fine and beautiful and shiny and comfortable, and it smells good. Oh, it smells like candy, but not in like a gross way. And it's cute. It just looks fancy. So I am loving on this. Again, I don't know if I'll repurchase it because it was pricey and I had a gift card, but for now I am making use out of it. Now, I've talked about two pricey skincare / makeup items that I got for Sephora. Believe you me when I say I am a drugstore kind of bitch here. I am not at all somebody who goes for the pricey shit all the time, and this will be proof of that. This month, I discovered, and this is one of those like those displays in Target on the end where they're like, this is what the influencers are talking about. And you know, most of the time I'm like, whatever, I'll walk right by. And these little guys, they fucking got me. And they got me good. I bought one of them, now I have 3. I think there's 4 colors and I have 3 of them. They're called the e.l.f. Monochromatic Multi-Sticks. They have them in 4 colors, and like I said, I have 3 of the 4 colors. I have Glistening Peach, Sparkling Rose, Radiant Bronze. These little like stumpy kind of chode shaped sticks, but you open them up and you like unroll them, and they're like a flat kind of shimmery stick, and it's just color that you can use on your lips, your cheeks, and your eyes. I've kind of applied these in a couple different ways. The first way that I've tried it was I just took it and I kind of dotted it on each cheek and then tapped it in with my finger and then kind of put it on my lips. I will say that the formula is a little bit dry, which means it works really well for your cheeks and your eyes, but it does make it a little bit uncomfortable on your lips on its own, although it does add a really pretty color. I actually am wearing the bronze right now underneath the Fenty gloss, and it feels really nice like this. But I've worn all 3 of them just plain on the lips and really liked what it looked like. It just feels a little bit drier than maybe I would like, but on the cheeks and on the eyes, it's great. And so like I said, originally I kind of tapped it on with my finger after just like directly applying it to my skin, but then what I've also done is taken my finger and like added it to my eyes and just put it directly on my cheeks with my finger and on my lips with my finger. And the third way that I've used these is I've taken a stippling brush and tapped it on and then used that to put it on my cheeks, and then taken like a dense kind of concealer brush and used that and put it like right in the crease, which is what I did today. They're just really fast and they give you really, really pretty kind of light color, and that's what I've been all about lately, and they're $4 each, which is not bad at all. Of these 3, I will say that I like the peach probably the least, and I think that's just because it's really pale, and for me it doesn't do a lot. I love the rose all over my face, but I think the bronze actually shows up the nicest on my cheeks and my eyes and my lips. So they're just different gradients of color, different amounts of color, and I like all 3 of them, but I would probably say if I was gonna purchase over again, I would skip on the peach, but buy these 2 again in a heartbeat. It looks like the 4th color is like a berry, and I actually think I would really like that. I was kind of shying away from it because I was worried I was gonna be too dark, but that was what I thought about the bronze, and then I bought it and I really love it. So I may give the berry a try. But yeah, for $4 each, I don't feel too bad recommending a $40, $50 eye cream when I'm telling you about this other thing that does so much more on your face and it costs way less money. Now, Bath & Body Works came out with their spring candles, and I'm a hoe for delicious smelling candles. I have a bionic sense of smell. We had a moisture problem in our closet, and I knew it was there before my husband did because I could smell it. And every time I say something smells weird and he doesn't believe me, I'm like, you just wait. It's gonna turn out to be some shit, and then I'm gonna be like, I told you so, and I was this time. This is not the first time either. But one of the things I like is beautiful smells in my house, and I like the smell of essential oils, but I worry sometimes that if I'm diffusing like lavender or something, it's gonna be not great for my cat. So I have a diffuser and I use it sparingly, but generally I like to use candles as well. I know that they're not always great for your house, but fuck that, I don't care, I like them. Of the newest flavors from Bath & Body Works for the spring, the one that I am loving so much and I need to get more of because it's probably gonna be out soon, is this one. It's called Pink Apple Punch. The container is adorable. It's got a black lid, but also, like if a Jolly Rancher was a candle. The fragrance notes on the candle are crisp apples, sun-kissed melon, and sugar crystals, and that's exactly it. It smells like a sweet, fruity amazingness. It's like a country apple and cucumber melon had a baby, but it doesn't smell quite so much like middle school despair. I love this. There's a couple of other ones from the current kind of line. So the lavender vanilla one's really nice. There's a lemon mint one that I've been really enjoying, but of all of the ones I picked up, the pink apple one is on point for me. This month was my cauliflower experiment, and unlike the arugula experiment, it was not complete success. There were some cauliflower recipes we were down with, some we weren't so sure about, but the one that was like the runaway favorite is this roasted cauliflower recipe that I'll pop up right here. It's from a website called Crunchy Creamy Sweet. Cauliflower florets that you dip in a mixture of garlic, like minced garlic and melted butter, and then you dip them in breadcrumbs with like some seasonings in it, and then you roast it standard style. And what winds up happening is it becomes kind of golden brown and crunchy on the outside, but creamy as fuck on the inside, and it is so good. I did not know cauliflower could taste that way, neither did my husband, and we are both obsessed with it. This next month is gonna be carrots, and I'm curious to see how that turns out. Now, if you follow me on Instagram at all, you probably saw me, if you watch my stories, you probably saw me post about how excited I was to get this. This favorite this month is something that I am so glad I got for multiple reasons, and it is my medical ID bracelet. So this is what it looks like. And then on the back, it has my name. It says no blood pressure or IV on my left arm, and that I have end-stage renal disease, and then to see the medical card, which is something they actually give you with they send it to you with the bracelet. It's an ID card, you put it in your wallet, and it has room on it for your medications, your allergies, your medical conditions, like important information in case something happens and you're in an accident and you are not able to advocate for yourself. For me, as an example, having an AV fistula on my left arm, I cannot have blood pressure or needles in that arm. It is really dangerous for me. But you wouldn't know that just looking at me. So by having this bracelet, it reminds like EMTs to check and make sure to not do that to me. My husband was actually the one who recommended this for me. He's a diabetic type 1, and he has had a medical ID necklace that says he's diabetic for years. My sister has one of these. I actually got the verbiage to put on it from my sister because I wasn't sure what to put. If you have a condition or any allergies or things that you are worried that if you cannot respond because of an accident or something and EMTs are taking care of you and they don't know anything about you and you have something that they really should know, these could be a great thing to get. I got mine from American Medical ID, which has a bunch of like fashion ones. I didn't want to get just this plain one. I wanted a cute one, and this one has like this like dusty blue suede bracelet, and mine is silver because I am allergic to nickel. And it just has the medical thing embossed in the front. Really cute. They have a ton of cute styles. 10 out of 10 recommend if that is something that you feel is necessary for you and your personal health journey. Now, the next thing I'm going to talk about is probably no surprise to some of you in your lives, but for me, I have made it clear in the past that I am a hardcore physical book kind of person. I love the smell of books. I love the feel of books. I love the dog-eared pages of books. I'm a rereader. I keep a metric shit ton of books in my house. I have told myself over and over again that digital readers were never going to be a thing for me. And then there was a book I really wanted to read, but I didn't want to wait for it. So I got it on Kindle, downloaded the app, and I haven't looked back. Now, this doesn't mean I am not reading regular books. I'm still reading regular books. But for certain books, especially ones that I might want to be reading when I'm at the doctor's office or something, having it on my phone is so helpful. I am not going to be shopping for like a paperweight or anything. I have the app on my phone and on my iPad, and at night I still read a physical book. I don't read on my phone to try and keep the lights off of my face. In general, for like during the day or whatever, I'm enjoying the Kindle app, and I'm kind of ashamed to admit it because I have been adamant with people, like not just people on the internet, but in general, people like, I'm never going to do that. And now I have. So damn it. They were right. Now this sticker favorite is not new. As a matter of fact, this is not going to be a surprise to anyone. I've talked about this. I've probably talked about this in a favorites video before. But in the spirit of using your stuff and ordering things you're going to use as opposed to things that you're just ordering because other people are ordering them, I wanted to sing the praises, no pun intended, of the Once More With Love music munchkins. Now these stickers, you see here, there's 4 stickers on this sheet. This is my last full sheet of these things. I need to order more of them. Currently, in my sticker case, I saved this one for this video. I have used up an entire sheet. I have used up most of an entire sheet. This one was actually the last incarnation of them. And then here is the other sheet I have. Obviously, I use these. Now, to be fair, I have a husband who's in a band. I sing in a quartet. I have a kid who's in marching and concert band in high school, and I have another kid who is in band in middle school. We are a very musical family. But I wanted to show this because I wanted to prove that A, I do use the stickers I buy, B, I'm gonna have to reorder some of these, and C, there is something very satisfactory about seeing an entire used up sheet of stickers, because then you know that the money you spent went to use as opposed to sitting in some album not being touched. And so the reason I brought these up was not because I think you all need music munchkins, but because I think you should celebrate when you run out of a certain kind of sticker, because that means that the thing that you ordered is something that you decided to use and then you used it up. And that is something that we all could use more of in this consumeristic world of ours. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Now, the last couple things I'm going to talk about are pens, and one of them is going to weird you out because I am in my planners. I love black ink. That's my favorite kind of ink to use, and yet one of my recent favorites, which is one I've used before. This is not new to my life, but it's something that I have rediscovered my love for, and it is the blue Pilot G207. And the reason I fell in love with this is I have been using this for a lot of note taking for specific things, for a lot of list making, and I use this on 1 week of my planner spread because I decided to go with blue ink, and I forgot how much I love this pen. It's still not going to be the pen I use in my planner all the time, but this has become a pen that I use a lot in my regular life. I just like the thickness of it. I like how dark the ink is. I like how comfortable it is to write with. It's a fucking classic. It's no wonder that these pens are super popular out in the world. I just wanted to bring it up because me being this like gaga over a blue pen is not something that happens on the regular. The last thing I want to talk about are the pens that I used in my power sheets this entire month. I have rediscovered my love for them. Both of them have come out with new colors recently. I actually did a video on one of these yesterday, and then I will be doing a second video on the other set of these later this month, and that is the Tombow dual tipped twin tones and the Erin Condren dual tipped markers. I'm putting these together because they are both dual tip pens. I have used them both in my power sheets for the whole month. I love the colors. They're so much fun to color code with. I have definite opinions on these. I have definite opinions on the colors of each of these, and you should watch both of those videos this month to get an idea of that as I go over all of the colors and my thoughts on both pens. If I had to pick one set over the other, I would go with the Erin Condren because I like the finer tip a lot better with these than I do with the Tombows, but the Tombows have, in my opinion, a broader, kind of more inclusive color selection. So they're both great. These are wonderful for color coding. They're also great for note taking. I do notes with these as well, and I just really enjoy them. I've gotten a lot of use out of them, which much like the Music Munchkins, when I own 11 million pens, and sometimes they sit there for a while and then I feel bad that I'm not using them. The fact that I've used these are the colors I've used the most of this last month, but I've used a lot of them this last month for various reasons, and I'm proud of myself for using my shit and also just loving them because the colors have been so bright and fun. So those are my favorites for the month of February. I would love it for you to tell me in the comments below things you have been loving lately. You know, I like to try and talk about consumerism. I'm going to talk more about that as time goes on. I'm all about making informed buying choices, but there can always be a time and a place for enabling, and these videos are those enabling times. So please, in the comments, let us know something you have been looking at, either something you got and you loved, or something that you are thinking about getting because you love it and you would like to be either talked into it or talked out of it. Let us know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video.